morning. I'm Karen Newton, coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome to my kitchen. I have chosen to demonstrate a recipe today that is from the Dr. Barnard's new cookbook, the Reversing Diabetes. And I chose to do the smashed white beans with spinach and sun-dried tomatoes because it's a good example of the philosophy that I have about having some basic spreads and dips in every plant eater's repertoire and kitchen. It also is an example of using ingredients that are inexpensive, readily available, and don't require any expensive equipment like a food processor. So I began by opening the cannelli beans, draining them, and putting them in a bowl, and with my fingers and the help of a spoon, smashing them without the need of a food processor. So now we're ready to start adding the other ingredients. I pre-chopped the spinach. Now this looks like a lot of green, but don't be shocked, it'll all mix in. And this is finely chopped, fresh, delicate baby spinach. And we just dump it right in the bowl with the smashed beans. Then it needs some lemon juice. This is fresh squeezed lemon juice, so we'll mix that in. And then the next ingredient is probably the splurge of the recipe because it is sesame tahini. This is like sesame paste, and it is primarily for a little bit of texture and a very nice sesame seed flavor in the spread. You can find it in almost all grocery stores have it in either a jar or a canned form. The next ingredient is also a bit of a splurge, but it's absolutely essential for flavor, and this is sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to show you a trick here when you're chopping. Make sure that you put a paper towel underneath your chopping board to keep it from slipping around on the counter as you're working with a knife. These are pretty well chopped, but I want you to know that you can get them as fine as you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and just use the half cup that I had measured and put it right in to our ingredients. These happen to be sun-dried tomatoes with some smoky flavor already. So adding to that even more smoky paprika, a little garlic powder, and some sea salt goes in next. We also need some either chopped fresh chives, which I didn't have because of the season, so I just used the green tops from some onions. And I also did not have fresh basil, but there's a fabulous new product that is a lightly dried basil that is almost like fresh. You use 1 tablespoon for a 2 tablespoons of fresh. That goes in there too. You can see where this is going. All we have to do next is stir, stir, stir. If you like pepper, you can add some of that as well. That is it. More stirring, and then you are ready to welcome your guests with this beautiful smashed white bean with spinach and sun-dried tomatoes, plated with some whole grain bread, fresh vegetables. You can also wrap it in lettuce leaves or serve it on pita or on a toasted English muffin. It is that simple. It is that nutritious. Enjoy.